he went forth. But now Siddhartha is near to attainment. Siddhartha, I say vacate my throne. Remain and you will be burned to ashes. You're too brave, Siddhartha.
This throne has arisen by the power of goodness accumulated over countless lifetimes of virtuous conduct.
Siddhartha, such talk is nonsense. Who could possibly bear witness to such goodness in the past? Sitting alone, no army, not so much as a single weapon.
Look you well, Mara. Virtue is my army, wisdom is my weapon, and the earth is my witness.
Exalted One, I worship and praise you throughout the world of gods and humans. You will convey those beings who are capable beyond this cycle of suffering to the attainment of Nirvana.
The Bodhisattva notes his in and out breaths until his mind becomes peaceful and open in its natural state. He sees the wheel of death and birth of all beings in accordance with their deeds. He knows the defilements, greed, hatred, delusion. He knows what suffering is, what the cause of suffering is, what the extinction of suffering is. He knows the path of practice leading to the extinction of suffering, morality, concentration, wisdom. He investigates name and form in accord with these four noble truths. His mind arrives at nirvana, extinguishing name and form and abandoning the defilements. His mind thus freed, the Lord has attained full and perfect enlightenment.
Father, what is wrong?
Siddhartha has attained enlightenment. What would we do?
Oh, don't you worry, Father. This is a job that we can do.
Excellent! My three loving daughters!
We'll see. Lord Gautam, please arise, my lord. Do not remain here, but come along with us.
Who are you, young lady? And where would you take me?
My name is Raga. I bring bewilderment to the beings of the world. No one can escape my shackles of lust, my lord. Not even you.
I am called Arati. I bring anger to the beings of this world. No one escapes my shackles of hatred, my lord, and that includes you.
I am Tanha. I bring sensual desire to the beings of the world. No one escapes my shackles of desire, my lord. You are no different.
Listen to me, Raga, Arati, and Tanha. What you all have said is true. All beings fall to lust, hatred, and desire. Their minds are thus darkened. But now, I have broken all your shackles. Therefore, do not come near me. Instead, turn back. I have achieved enlightenment. I would show the way to others. My teachers Alara and Udaka have died. It's time. I should go now and favor the Pankava ghee.
That man coming this way looks like a great man. Here, we shall not welcome him. Come, great monk, my lord. For what purpose have you come to us?
Behold, Pankava ghee, I have attained enlightenment, the perfect knowledge of awakening.
How is that possible when you have turned from diligent striving to self-indulgence?
Over the last 6 years, did the Tathagata ever claim enlightenment?
Never, my lord. Well, then, show this Dhamma of enlightenment to us as well.
The day of the full moon of the 8th lunar month.
I shall now give you the Dhammacakka Sutta. This is my first teaching. There are two extremes that the monk must avoid. Indulgence in worldly pleasures and self-mortification, which is useless. The middle way is the path to take.
Teach us clearly, my lord.
The Tathagata has penetrated the Four Noble Truths. These are the stages of extinguishing suffering. Birth, old age, pain and death give birth to suffering. The perception of eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, heart and mind instantly combine to form love. Greed, anger and bewilderment, these alone lead to suffering. If you don't want to suffer, you must abandon the causes of the arising of suffering. When those causes have been abandoned, they must be extinguished. When you know this is suffering, this is the cause of suffering. This is the extinction of suffering. You need also to know the practice that will bring about the extinction. That is the path. The path consists of right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right recollection and right concentration. These 8 parts of the path can be summarized as morality, mental cultivation and wisdom.
Yes, I understand. These 4 noble truths are most excellent truths.
Kundana, now you know, you understand.
My lord, I request ordination.
Come, monk, I have perfectly proclaimed the sacred law. Do you then tread the virtuous path for the destruction of suffering? The body, feelings, memory, attitudes and consciousness are impermanent. Lacking self, suffering. They are inconstant. Ought we to cling to them? Examine this with your own wisdom. These are not mine. These are not me.
We understand the 3 universal characteristics, my lord: impermanence, suffering and non-self.
Go forth upon a journey out of compassion for the world, for the welfare of mankind. Proclaim the religion for the happiness and welfare of all deities and human beings. For those who hear the Dhamma that we teach, defilements will abate, but those who do not hear will decline.
Where are you going, my lord?
I am going to see the three Jatila brothers.
Welcome, monk. I am Uruvela Kasapa, chief of the Jatilas. Here are Nadi Kasapa and Gaya Kasapa. May I ask you, why do you wish to see us?
Kasapa, if you do not object, I should ask to spend the night in the place of fire worship.
I do not object, but I must inform you that a ferocious serpent lives in the cave of fire worship.
That is of no concern if you grant your permission.
In that case, if you so desire, you may do as you wish.
You dare to enter my lair!
I think the serpent is mauling the great monk.
My lord, the snake is attacking you. He's violent and angry. My lord, I request ordination into your order, the Sangha.
Kasapa, you are chief of the Jatilas. You must inform the others first.
Oh, but we all share the same faith, our lord. On behalf of everybody, I request ordination from you, great monk.
Your Majesty Bimbisara, the fully enlightened Buddha has entered the kingdom of Magadha. The Lord is at the Supatitha shrine with the Jatila brothers and 1,000 newly ordained monks.
Oh, is this true, courtier? He has indeed kept his word then. I am truly glad. Tomorrow I shall go to him.
The Tathagata will teach Dhamma to you and to all.
My hope has been fulfilled. Allow me to take refuge as a lay follower. My Lord Buddha, allow me to offer Veluvana Pak to the Sangha, the order of monks, with the Buddha as master.
My friends and I have agreed to leave Sanjaya's community. His is not the path of release.
I have the same idea.
In that case, let our comrades wait here. The two of us will go separately in search of another community. Whoever finds one will come back and tell the other. I am deeply impressed by your deportment. I would know the name of your master.
The great monk of the Sakyas is my master.
What doctrine does your master profess?
Whatsoever originates from a cause, the Tathagata shows the cause and the destruction of that cause. Thus does the great monk teach.
I am deeply moved by this teaching. Return to your master and I'll follow afterwards. I have a pact with Kolita, who is a dear friend of mine, that he who first finds liberation will tell the other person.
Your servant has brought Upatissa, Kolita and their comrades for an audience with you, our teacher.
O Blessed One, we kindly request ordination into your community.
Now I give you both new names. Upatissa, you are Sariputta. Kolita, you are Mogalana.
The day of the full moon of the third lunar month.
Kanti is endurance, a high austerity. All the Buddhas teach that Nirvana is supreme. He who harms others is not to be considered a monk. One who molests other beings is not called a monk. Do no wrong, do good, and purify the mind. This is the teaching of all the Buddhas. Among the community of monks, I appoint Sariputta to be a chief disciple on my right and Moggallana to be a chief disciple on my left. They are both arahants and have thoroughly penetrated the virtues of the disciple.
Many times I have sent emissaries to my son, but everyone ordained and not one has returned.
I have been told, my lord, that when your messengers hear the Dhamma from the Buddha, they are deeply moved by the Dhamma. They request ordination and never return.
Since that is the case, I have to depend on you. Go and convey my invitation to the Buddha once more. I hope this time we will meet with success.
Yes, your majesty. The Buddha is the most holy of men. I will ask for ordination. But how shall I convey the invitation to the Buddha to return home and visit his royal father? My retainers and I most humbly request ordination, my lord. Great sage, the season is pleasant. It would be the most appropriate time to travel to Kapilavattu and visit your royal father and kinsfolk.
Now you go before Kalundai and inform my father that we shall return to Kapilavattu along with 20,000 disciples.
I have an excellent news, my lord. The perfectly enlightened Buddha will arrive any time today.
Oh, is it true? I've waited so long for this day. Oh, Siddhartha, beloved son, you have come to your father at last. Oh, I'm so happy. The Buddha is coming.
The Buddha has come. The Buddha has returned. Hooray!
Hooray! The Buddha has returned.
Buddha has
He is
returned.
coming. Hooray!
May it please your majesty, I have great pleasure in informing you that the Buddha approaches the city.
Yes, wonderful. Quickly, gather a party to receive him. Let us go to receive the Buddha, the royal family and myself at Nigrodha temple.
Kapilavattu.
Welcome, Lord Buddha, and welcome to your disciples.
He has become a monk for a long time, so what?
Look at that. How marvelous.
I've never seen such a thing before. Never.
It's raining inside the temple. But I'm not wet. It's the magic rain.
It's surprising. Those who don't want to get wet aren't wet.
It's been a long drought and now it's raining. It's raining.
I fail to understand. Why must you bring disgrace upon us by begging food from door to door? Alas, alas, great king.
Great king, going on alms round shows non-attachment to food. It is the duty of the Sangha. It's my lineage. Good karma is gained by offering food to the monks.
All right then. I understand. So be it. But please come to the palace. Princess Bimba is unhappy. She would not come out to meet you. Will you not go to her, Lord?
Has the Buddha come to me? Dear Buddha, Lord, you were heartless and cruel to me and to our son. Why did you abandon us? How could you?
I went in the quest of the path to the extinction of suffering for the happiness and welfare of all beings. Princess, be not over sorrowful. Though in previous lives we were beasts together, you have always been faithful to me. Once we were born as half-human, half-bird creatures. You were captured by a king who fell madly in love with you. You wept in grief and would eat nothing. You gave up your life over our separation. Parting is suffering. Princess, that is the way of nature. One day or another, there is always parting.
Rahula, the man speaking there is your father. He went forth to become a monk on the day you were born. Rahula, my child, come here. Rahula, listen. Go, find your father and ask for your inheritance from him.
Yes, dear mother, I will go to him at once.
Rahula,
Lord Monk, it is pleasant and peaceful here in your shadow. I am your son. Be so kind as to grant me wealth.
Rahula, I shall give you noble wealth. You shall receive ordination as a novice.
Yes, my lord.
You now have my treasure, Rahula the novice.
A number of Sakyan princes and pages have taken ordination. They are Upali, Bhagu, Devadatta, Ananda, Kimbila, Anuruddha and Bhaddiya.
Alas, will I have no one to succeed me on the throne? Nanda has gone forth, and so has Rahula. Now who is left? Lord, from this day forward, if the parents do not consent to the ordination of a child, then I beg you not to permit the ordination.
My disciples and I would take our leave in order to further spread the aura of our religion. It is time for me to spend the rains retreat in Tavatimsa heaven, teaching Dhamma to my mother. Mogalanna will teach Dhamma to the community. Anathapindika ensure that there is food for the monks until I return.
It is by the power of great good karma that I give birth to such an excellent son as this.
The virtue of a mother is beyond measure. What Dhamma could be as great as the virtue of a mother? Hearing the Abhidhamma that I am going to teach is sufficient to attain stream energy.
Mogalanna, when will the Lord Buddha descend to earth? Would you ascend to the heavens and inquire of the Lord Buddha?
Blessed Lord, the entire community is longing for your return.
Return and tell the people that I shall return from the heavens on Pavarna day.
I return, my Lord, and wait for you below, along with all my people.
The day of my return I'll be visible from the heavens, from the human world and from hell.
Buddha!
Hooray!
Yes!
What a joy! The Lord Buddha has returned!
Yes,
Wow! Lord Buddha has returned!
What joy!
Hooray! Hooray!
Look! There's hell! Run! Run! Go away! Ungli malish kare!
Ahimsa! Ahimsa!
I am going for the benefit of Angulimal to the bandit forest. If I don't go, he will kill his own mother, a crime for which he would fall into the deepest hell.
The Buddha has left the city. I have heard that the bandit Ahimsaka stalks and murders men. I fear the Buddha is in danger. Good if he is killed. My enemy will be gotten rid of without wasting my time.
What happened?
I have a bad news of our son.
What is it?
Don't you know? King Pasindi has ordered his troops to kill Ahimsaka, our loving son.
What? It can't be. I will go to him and warn him so that he might escape.
999. One more finger and I will have completed the task set by my teacher. Why can't I catch up with him? Stop, monk! Stop, monk!
I have stopped. It is you who have not stopped.
Hey, monk! You're still walking, but you say you're stopped. I am standing still and you say I haven't stopped. What do you mean?
I have stopped killing and harming beings of all kinds. Thus I say that I have stopped. As for you, you have not stopped harming beings. Therefore I say that you have not stopped. Angulimal, you still have good karma from previous lifetimes. I come to help you to cease wrongdoing. Because you have no spiritual friends, you have fallen into delusion. You must hurry to perform good deeds. This lifetime will be your last.
How could I have fallen into such crime and delusion? I trusted my teacher's words. Alas, I have committed great crimes. My lord, please accept my request for ordination.
Come then, monk. Well preached is the doctrine. Lead correctly to celebrate life for the cessation of suffering.
Ahimsaka will certainly not kill the Buddha. He has ordained too.
Then you are dead.
Oh, please forgive me. Have mercy.
There are even other ways of eliminating the Buddha.
Now go! Elephant in the road! Run! Run!
Run! Run! Danger! Run!
Step aside, Ananda. I have perfected the virtues. By their power, none can take my life. Neither beasts, nor men, nor gods, nor Mara. Nalagiri, this lifetime you were born a beast because of bad karma accumulated in the past. Do not commit the very grievous karma of harming a Buddha, for such I am. Doing so would cause you suffering through all of time.
Though the infidel released the raving mad elephant to stampede him, Even though I myself rolled a boulder down from the top of Gijakuta mountain to crush him, nothing, stray chunks of stone bruised his toes. This is maddening. Now then, this way may bear fruit. Cause a schism in the Sangha. I would like to propose some new rules. Please consider them.
The monks must reside in the forest. They may eat only vegetarian food. They may not use robes offered by the public. How dare you propose such rules?
These are rules for governance for the Sangha. It would be well to adopt them. In my opinion, the existing rules are unfitting.
Silence, everyone. Devadatta, partaking of fish and meat is allowed when the three conditions that the monk has not seen, has not heard, and does not suspect that the animal was killed for him. As for remaining always in the forest, going on alms rounds, and wearing robes made from rags, I make no rule. I would have each do as he sees fit. As for remaining always beneath a tree, I allow this for no more than 8 months outside of the rainy season only.
That hurts. I will yet find a way to eliminate the Buddha.
There is something you should know, my lord. Devadatta has told us his intention to build temples and practice rites separately from you, my lord.
Listen to me. It is easy for the good to do good, but hard for the wicked. Easy for the wicked to do wrong, hard for the good.
Oh, look at that tall man.
That's Ahimsika. Don't give arms to him.
Right. Run him out of the town.
Pick up stones. Pick up. Hit him. Take this one.
Go. Get out of here. Now go.
Angulimal, bear the pain. Accept the results of your karma, deeds that would cause you to roast in hell. It is only for this one lifetime.
I shall hold to endurance and love, accepting the results in this lifetime of all my past karma, as the Buddha taught.
I've been down for 9 months now, and I'm not getting any better. Take me to the Buddha. I've done wrong. I would beg forgiveness from the Blessed Lord one last time.
We've passed Rajagaha city and are coming to Savatthi. My lord, Devadatta is nearing the celestial Pokharani pond outside Jatava monastery.
Even if he comes into Jetavana and tries to look for me, he will not see me because he has committed too much bad karma, you understand?
We have come to the pond of Pokharani. Shall we rest here and refresh ourselves?
Help me! Please help me! Someone bring me out of here! Please! I'm being sucked into the ground! Please pull me out! Please help me!
Where will Devadatta be reborn, my lord?
Devadatta was a sage, blessed with wealth and status, but what he amassed were results of negligence. One who harms those who are harmless, molesting others, commits wrongs, he falls into hell where no one can help him.
My mother holds false notions and lacks faith in Buddhism. In my last 7 days, I shall return home to teach her. My lord, I would bid my farewell to go to Nirvana.
Where will you enter Nirvana?
At Nalaka village, my lord.
Come into the house and rest. He went forth and ordained since he was young. Now he wants to come back to the house. I guess he'll disrobe as an old man. But now, my son, you've just come and you've fallen sick. He seems very ill. I'll keep watch over him tonight. Who has come to honor you, Upatissa?
The four great kings of the heavens.
Are you mightier than the four great kings?
Yes, they are like temple boys. They have watched over the Lord since the moment of his conception.
And who is that?
Lord Indra.
And are you even greater than Lord Indra?
Lord Indra is like a novice monk. He bore the master's necessities when he descended from Tavatimsa heaven.
Who is that? He shines the brightest of all.
That is Lord Brahma, the god that you worship, mother.
Oh, but are you then even greater than Lord Brahma?
When the Buddha was born, Lord Brahma held a golden net to receive him.
How mighty my son is. But the Buddha is his master. How much greater must the Buddha be?
If your mind inclines towards Buddhism, mother, I will teach you Dhamma. I shall recite a discourse in praise of the Buddha for you. This doctrine should be sufficient.
Cell of Moggallana.
They are coming again. The time draws near. I will not flee or use my magical pass.
Because he uses magical powers to travel to heaven and hell, he teaches the masses to do good. They all convert to Buddhism and leave us without devotees. Die!
Oh, it's too much pain. But in this lifetime, I must suffer all that remains of my past karma. By the power of resolve, I will appear before the Lord Buddha and make my last farewell. My Lord, I may bid my farewell to Nirvana.
From where do you pass to Nirvana?
Kalasila, my Lord.
Oh, blessed Lord, for what cause has Moggallana suffered such a fate?
Moggallana suffered such a fate. Moggallana beat his mother and father and suffered in hell for hundreds of thousands of years. In this lifetime he was beaten to death by bandits.
The 45th year, the Buddha is 80 years of age. Vaisali, Shrine of Pavala.
Listen, Ananda. Anyone who regularly cultivates the four supernormal powers, such a one can live on for many eons, should he so desire. Even I too am like this, not different. 3 times I spoke, and yet Ananda failed to understand my meaning. Mara has confused Ananda's mind, so that he would not ask me to extend my life. Ananda, get rest. You are now exhausted.
Our Lord, may you now pass into final nirvana. Your disciples, including of monks, nuns, laymen and laywomen, are all full with knowledge of the Dhamma that you have taught so far.
Listen, Mara, wicked one. My final nirvana will occur within 3 months. My time has come. My time has come.
Oh my dear Lord.
That's so strange. What an earthquake! Really, it was so terrifying. What caused it? Tathagata's body has reached the end of its time. This is the cause. My lord, I beg you to remain with us for the remainder of the eon. Please, my lord, I beg you. Think well, Ananda. This is not the time to implore. I spoke for 3 times, and you would not understand. I have acceded to Mara's request. In 3 months, I will achieve final nirvana. Now, call a meeting of the monks. I'm a fool. This is my fault. All beings die in the end. A clay ball of any kind, in the end, shatters. All living beings are just the same, without a clear and penetrating knowledge of morality, mental cultivation, wisdom, and noble liberation. The ongoing cycle of death and birth has no end at all. Each of you, be a refuge to yourselves. Rely on yourselves. Do not depend on external help. Learn well. Cultivate yourselves. Practice well. My lord, I am Kunda. I would like to invite the Lord to my home for a meal. Please accept these delicacies that I have prepared as an offering to the Lord. Kunda, I think you do like this. Let the boar's dish be offered only to me. Offer other foods to the monks. Kunda, that's all I have eaten. Take what remains and bury it in a pit. For I see no one in this world who could fully digest it except the Tathagata alone. Yes, my lord. Ananda, tell the monks to ready themselves. We are going to Kusinara. But before we go, you must allay the remorse that in case Kunda may later feel. Kunda, do not be upset about the Buddha's condition. After eating the boar's dish, he fell gravely ill. Your offering was his final meal. It has great merit and is equal to that of offering his last meal before enlightenment.
Kusinara.
Ananda, I would request an audience with the fully enlightened Buddha. I would like to ask concerning but one thing.
Shubhada, do not disturb the Blessed One. You know, he is weary enough already.
Please, sir, kindly have pity on me, sir.
Blessed Lord, the wanderer Shubhada is demanding an audience with you. He refuses to leave. Ananda, don't stop him. Let him come in. He has come for the sake of knowledge.
Lord, your servant begs to ask. There are well-known teachers who are renowned and famous, leaders of religious movements revered by the multitudes. Have those masters attained enlightenment in accordance with their own teachings, or have they not?
Enough, Shubhada. Put the question aside. I shall teach you the Dhamma. Listen to the Dhamma with a clear and attentive mind. Any religious movement that does not cultivate the Noble Eightfold Path naturally has no wise monks. But communities that cultivate the Noble Eightfold Path will have enlightened members. Just so does our community.
Your words are bright and clear. It is as if one were to put upright what had been overturned, to reveal what had been hidden, to show the way to one who was lost midway. I would take refuge in the blessed Lord Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha. I request ordination, my Lord.
Shubhada, when you have become a monk, strive on with diligence. Cultivate your mind, and this very night you will become an Arahant.
Oh, what great good fortune is mine.
Celestial flowers fall in worship of me. This is only worship with material things. The religion will not be sustained by this. The worship that consists of practice following the teaching and discipline that I have given is called Dhamma worship. It indeed is the highest form of worship. Where is Ananda?
Ananda, the Blessed Lord asks for you.
Ananda, do not lament over much. Final separation from what we love is a natural phenomena. Withstand the separation. With the passage of time, all things are normally decayed. One may desire it otherwise, but such desire has no hope. Ananda, you have been a devoted attendant in action, speech, and in mind. Your love and assistance have been of inestimable benefit. You are a wise one who knows the time and the person when to admit persons into the presence of Tathagata. The marvelous Dhamma is like that of a universal monarch. In service to me, there is no one equal to you, Ananda. Ananda, go and inform the kings of the Malas that in the final hours of this day, I'll achieve final nirvana.
Yes, my lord.
You may ask now if you have any uncertainties about the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha, the path or the discipline.
There is no one who doubts, my lord. Even the least of those present is a stream enterer.
Though I'm gone, the doctrine and the discipline that I have already laid down for you, that is, Dhamma and disciples, will be your teacher in my stead. Listen, monks, these are my last moments. I would admonish you. It is in the nature of things that all conditioned things are normally subjected to dissolution and cessation. For your own welfare and that of others, continue to strive on with diligence.
The day of the full moon of the 6th lunar month.
อนสอนสอนแสงธรรมคำจุนนุ่มนำทางเธอผ่านทางตั้งมันบำเพ็ญพระองค์มาสู่ประสงค์เผยแผ่ธรรม